Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today's workout, what we are doing, what you will need, all of the good details. We are doing our posture, balance, and stretch class. One of my favorites, kind of bringing everything down a bit, slowing the pace, let's say, but still feeling every muscle in the body working, getting great range of motion, focusing on our core, our posture, and our balance. So the format for it, as you can see, I'm sitting to start. We are going to start seated in our sturdy, comfortable chair, so make sure you have that. Some space around you, none of those fall or trip hazards. Have your water close by. Now the format, again, starting seated. We will transition to standing if that is available to you today at this moment, right? Every moment's different, so if you are able to stand and you choose to, we will transition to standing. We'll be utilizing our chair to hold on to for our balance portion of the workout. We will then transition back into our sturdy, comfortable chairs to finish out our posture, balance, and stretch workout. Of course, always going at your pace, doing what is best for you, doing what feels best for you in your range of motion, what your body is telling you today. Remember, listen to your body. It likes to tell us things. We need to be attuned into that and listen to it. And again, that water close by, take breaks when you feel necessary. I may not be taking a break at that time, but if you think, I'm going to slow down, pick up my water, do that. That's, again, listening to your body and listening to yourself. So with all of that being said, I'll let you get everything together, get your space prepared. I love to see comments. We have a lot already coming through. Love that. Love to see where our community is able to do the live stream from today at this moment. We've gotten a couple donations already. I'll get to everything at the end, but thank you so much. And the reminder, a commercial might come up. We unfortunately do not have control over that. YouTube controls that feature. So if a commercial does show up in the middle of our workout, which we dislike so much, but if it does, you can either allow that commercial to play entirely through, or if that skip button comes up and you're able to skip the commercial, you can do that. You'll jump right back into the workout right where you left off. So you're not going to miss that moment in time, however long that commercial is. So don't worry about that. You'll jump right back in, get right back into it with me and the rest of the Senior Fitness with Meredith community. All right, so all of that being said, love to see these comments. I read them at the end, so you got to stick around for all of that. I'm going to start the music. If you're already seated, stay seated. I'll meet you back in the chair. I'm going to start the music so we can get started with our posture, balance, and stretch wonderful workout. All right. All right. Take my sip of water. So if you are sitting for the first time, make sure you're spotting your chair, transitioning carefully, not just plopping down. So once we're in our chairs, let's pull those abdominals in nice and tight. Get that length in our spine, sit up nice and tall, and then scooch ourselves to the front of that chair. So we're not sitting all the way back, leaning against the back of the chair. I want you scooch towards the edge of that chair, still feeling in control, like you're not going to fall out of the chair. That helps you sit up a little bit taller, engage those abdominals, keep the length in the spine, relax those shoulders down, work on keeping the crown of the head up towards the sky. So getting started with our workout. If it's okay with you and you don't have any vertigo issues, dizziness, etc., you can lightly close the eyes. If that does not feel comfortable, just kind of make the gaze a little bit smaller and just focus on your breath. Nice big deep inhales and exhales. Really taking this time to slow down, to listen to your breath. How often do we do that? Very rarely. do we slow down these days and actually listen to our deep inhales, deep exhales, focus on right now, not what we used to be able to do or what we used to do, what our life was back then, not what we're hoping to do, what we're envisioning coming up. Let's just focus on where we are right now, being in our present moment and being happy in this present moment with what we are, what we can do, all of it. Big deep inhales. Big deep exhales. We'll do a couple more, focusing on keeping that good posture, because sometimes even during our inhales and exhales, we start to lose our posture, lose our core, pulling into it. Let's do one more together. A nice big deep inhale, we fill up our lungs. And exhale, release it all out. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and slowly open them, making sure we have our good posture seated towards the edge of our chair. We're going to start with our spinal twist. Let's twist and open to our right side if that is available to you. Very gentle to start. We're warming and waking up the body, whether it's the first workout of the day, maybe it's towards the end of your day that you're doing this wonderful workout. Being gentle with it as we warm it up. And through center to the left side, again, gently twisting for that spinal twist, keeping the core engaged. Go to each side one more time, twist and open. A little bit deeper second time through as we warm and wake up those certain parts of the body. And through center to that left side one more time. Again, a little bit deeper, second time through. Breathing into the body, not holding the breath. And then we come back to center, nice and tall. Just our head is going to turn, look over our right shoulder. So body stays center. It's not turning with the head. We really want to focus on those good stretches in the neck. So looking over that right shoulder. And then we'll look over the left. Again, body staying center, just the head is turning. And each side one more time. Again, feel as if you're going a little bit deeper, whether the body actually is getting deeper into that stretch. Feel as if you're going a little bit further with that head turning, looking over that right shoulder. And then other side, look over that left shoulder again. And then we bring our head back to center. Our arms go down by our side for our shoulder shrugs. So shrug those shoulders up towards the ears with an inhale. Exhale, press, release them down. Inhale, really squeeze them up. Feel those shoulder blades lift. Exhale, release. Let's do two more. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, retract and release down. One more. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale. Now those circles go to the front. Inhaling and exhaling. Oh, should feel nice getting that movement in the shoulders. Opening through the upper back. Let's do two more this direction. One more. And reverse that. Those circles go to the back. We release those shoulder blades down our spine. We open through the shoulders and chest. Three more. Inhale, exhale, two. Last one, release those shoulder blades down the spine. Bring your hands onto your lap. Allow your right ear to release down towards that right shoulder and hold that stretch. So again, body's not leaning to the side. You really want to focus on sitting up nice and tall, just allowing the ear to release towards the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed and down, not creeping up to try and meet that ear. And then other side through center, let that left ear release down towards your left shoulder. Again, focusing on staying nice and tall, no leaning to the side. Other side, one more time. Let's let that right ear release, but now I want you to lengthen out through the left arm. So you're feeling that length all the way from the neck, down the shoulder, down the arm, out those fingertips. So feel as if someone's almost pulling from your fingertips, that added length and stretch. Breathe into it, don't hold the breath. And then come up to center, other side. Allow the left ear to release first, then lengthen out through that right arm, feeling that length all the way down the arm, out those fingertips. Breathe into it, that should feel nice. And then we bring our head back to center, bring that hand onto your lap. We're nice and tall. Chin comes down towards the chest, holding that good stretch for the back of the neck. No leaning forward. We're up nice and tall. Core is pulled in, length stays in the spine. Now allow the gaze to go up slightly towards the sky. We're not adding pressure to press the head back. We want gravity to assist as we open through the chest and the neck. Let's do each one more time. So chin down towards the chest. That should feel nice through the neck and the upper back. And then again, the gaze going up slightly towards the sky, allowing the head to release back. We're not leaning back. We're not adding force or pressure. And we bring our head back to center, making sure those abdominals are pulled in nice and tight. Our shoulders are relaxed and down. Let's bring a lot of focus to range of motion in our upper body right now. So arms go down by our side. Again, we're nice and tall in our chair. Press back, so keep the length in your arms. Palms are facing back. We press our palms back. We come back to center. Exhale, inhale. So feel opening through the chest, nice and proud as you squeeze your shoulder blades together on the upper back. Little press back through the triceps as well. Let's do one more. Bring our arms down by our side, turn our palms to face forward, curling at the elbows. We tap our shoulders, lengthen down. Tap shoulders, lengthen. So getting that range of motion in the elbow joint, getting those bicep muscles engaged. Let's do two more. Last one, release arms down by your side. Turn the palms to face back again. Stay nice and tall with those shoulders relaxed. Nice long arms float up halfway. Gently release back down. Feel as if they're just floating up on their own and gently releasing down. So we're slow and controlled in our movements. Good job. Let's do two more. One more. We'll bring them back up halfway. I want you to hold them halfway. We're going to go palm up, palm down. But it's rotation of thumb around. So relax those shoulders. Palm up, palm down. Rotate the thumb around. So you may be able to get that thumb rotated around a little bit extra. Do that open through those shoulders. Good job. That feels nice on the shoulders, the biceps and forearms. Two more, two. Last one, keep those palms facing up. Now we're just going to place the palms to go forward in front of you. Come into chest, exhale, press out. Inhale towards the body, exhale, press out. So it's like a chest press. Come in, exhale, press out. Let's do three more. Two. Last one, press arms out nice and long. Keep them nice and long. Turn the palms to face in towards one another. We're going to open those arms nice and big, and then exhale, close them up. So now a chest fly. Relax the shoulders. You may be feeling those shoulders working, those biceps engaged. Release those muscles. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. One more full range of motion. Then we'll open those arms nice and big. We're going to give ourselves nice big hugs. So bring that right arm over left. Squeeze in tight. And just release. That should feel nice. Give yourself a big hug, a pat on the back. Doing good job. Let's do that again. Big deep inhale. Length out. Left arm goes over right. Squeeze in. Breathe. We're going to do that 2 more times because these hugs feel so good. Big deep inhale, length out, exhale, right over left, squeeze. One more time. Length goes out, inhale, exhale, left over right, squeeze in tight. We'll bring that length back out with an inhale. Exhale, bring that length up to your range of motion. Keeping that length, the abdominals tight. We're just going to sway side to side. Feel as if you're just blowing in the breeze. Focusing on keeping those abdominals pulled in tight. Inhaling and exhaling. Two. Last one. We bring that length up, big stretch, release the arms down. Now you're just going to bring the right arm, lengthen it straight up, bring the left down by your side, and gently lean over to that left side. I want you to feel that stretch all the way down the right side body. Sit back up nice and tall. Switch left arm up, right arm down. Gently lean to that right side. Feel that nice stretch all the way down the left side body. Breathe. We sit back up nice and tall. Both arms go back up overhead. There's a rope above us. Let's climb our rope. Lengthen right, lengthen left. Again, go into your range of motion, what feels best for your body. Exhaling and inhaling. Climb that rope. 3. We're almost to the top. 2. Last one each side. Big stretch up both arms. Big deep inhale. Exhale, chest goes forward. Allow those arms to press back. We do that 2 more times. Inhale, length up. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, length up. Exhale, chest forward. Hands either interlace behind your back or holding on to the side of your chair. Allow the body to release. That nice deep front body, chest stretch. Squeeze those shoulder blades together on the upper back. Again, breathe into your stretches and allow your body to release. We're always go, go, go. This is good for our bodies, good for our minds. Releasing from behind the back, bring them onto your lap. Now hollow out the belly, arch and stretch through the spine. Breathing into the back body now, opening up your shoulder blades on your upper back. Feel as if you're breathing into each individual vertebrae all the way down the spine into your lower back. Keeping your big deep inhales and exhales. We're constricting the lungs as we hollow out through our belly. But breathe deep, work the lungs. And then we'll sit back up nice and tall. Those abdominals are pulled in. That length is back in the spine. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed and down. Body circles are next. If that feels okay, again, no vertigo or dizziness issues. We're circling the body in one direction, keeping the core pulled in tight. One more this direction. And we reverse, we go the other way around. Tightening through those abdominals, strengthening through those hips. One more, circle around. We come back up center nice and tall to our neutral spine. Perfect time grabbing water because we're going to really put the focus onto lower body next, working again the muscles, but that range of motion and stretching as well. So both are going to start working. So right and left, we're going to start with a march. So we're nice and tall. We're still scooched to the front of that chair, right? Let's march our right foot up and our left. We're slow and controlled. We're not rushing any movements. Working our range of motion. Feet may only come a fraction of an inch off the ground. That's okay. We're getting that strength. We're feeling hip flexors, quadriceps, lower abdominals, all working right now. Two more. Two. One more each side. We stay with alternating right and left with extension. So we extend out right, release, extend left, release. So work on that range of motion in those knee joints, lengthening out. Kind of flex the foot, feeling a nice stretch through our calves, through our shins. Lengthen, lengthen. Again, doesn't have to go fully out from 90 degrees. Depending on your range of motion, one more each side, right and left. We stay with alternating, we open to our sides. So right goes to the right, comes back center, left goes to the left, come back center. Body stays centered. It's not twisting to the side with that leg. We're working on that range of motion in our hips, getting into the gluteals, getting into sides of the legs, our inner thighs, our groin, pulling back to center. Let's do two more each side. Stay nice and tall, core tight. One more each side. And we come back to center, nice and tall. Now we're going to focus on the right side to do a bunch of movements, fatigue that side out. So starting with our march, foot comes up, release. Slow release, and you can even hover over the ground or just barely tap those toes down, keeping that muscle contraction in that quadricep, that secondary of that hip flexor and abdominals working. 3, 2, this last one I want you to hold it up, extend, bend. Extend, lengthen, bend in. Keeping that foot raised as much as you can. I know we feel those muscles engaging. 3, 2, last one, nice long leg, gently release it down. We lift and lower. So slight bend in the knee joint, leading from the quadricep, foot comes up, release down. Up and release. Again, that heel can hover over the ground, or you can gently release it down. 3, 2, last one, gently release it all the way down. We're on our heel. We're going to pick our foot up, bend at the knee, tap our toes, lengthen, tap heel. Tap toes, tap heel. Depending on the type of chair you're in, will sometimes determine the range of motion you have when you bend and pull those toes back, going to the range of motion you have available. Let's do 2. Last one, lengthen out nice and long. We're going to lean back in our chairs. So we're scooched to the front, leaning back gently, still engaging the core, keeping the length in the spine. Nice long leg. Lift it up, release. Lift up, release. Different range of motion and muscles engaging than when we're sitting up nice and tall. Last one, still keep it lifted up. I want you to pull your knee in, extend, press out. I know you're feeling that leg. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, press through the heel. 2 more. 2. This last one, I want you to lengthen it out. Hold it, open to the side, come center. Slow and controlled. You want to swing the leg, so you're using momentum instead of muscle. Focus. 3, 2. Last one. Now gently pull that knee in. You can grab behind the hamstring, pull in, and just kind of release that leg. Or you can grab onto the shin. Just don't grab onto that knee joint. And get a nice stretch. Let it release for a second. And then lengthen it back out nice and long. Let's put some focus on those abdominals. Cross the arms over the chest. That imaginary string center of the belly leads you up. You exhale. Inhale, gently release back. Exhale. Gently release. Just 2 more. Last one, sit up nice and tall. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Bring that right foot in to meet left. Let's make sure we're still scooched up. Core tight, lengthen the spine, shoulders relaxed. Now we get to do all that on the left side. Let's start with that single leg march. Foot comes up, gently release. You can either tap those toes down or keep that foot lifted just a little bit above the ground. Focus on the quadricep to engage and release. 3, 2. Last one, hold up nice and tall. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen out, bend. Again, that range of motion in the knee joint might be different on one side than the other. We know that. We're not symmetrical, and that's okay. Do what feels best for you. 3, 2. This last one, lengthen it out. Keep it lengthened, gently release it down. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Slight bend in the knee joint. We're leading from the quadricep to lift that heel up off the ground and gently release it. Exhale, inhale. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, gently release it down. We're on our heel. We're going to pick that foot up, bending at the knee. Go back, tap toes, lengthen out, tap heel. Tap toes, tap heel. Three, 2. Last one, we lengthen it out nice and long. We gently lean back in our chairs. Again, abdominals stay engaged. Length stays in the spine. Bottom is scooched towards the edge of that chair. Let's start with just a couple lift and lowers. Lifting up, releasing down. Let's just do 2 more of these. And keep it about halfway. I want you to bring that knee into the chest, press out through that heel. Breathe with it. I know you're feeling it. Breathe. 3 more. 3, 2. I want you to hold that last one out nice and long, slow and controlled. Out to the side. Come back to center. Outside. Come center. No momentum and swinging. 2 more. Last one. And gently release that heel down. Cross those arms over the chest. Imaginary string, center of the belly, leads you up. Exhale. Inhale, gently release back. Last one. Exhale, stay up nice and tall. Release the hands to your lap. Bring the left to meet the right. We're nice and tall. Let's find that core again. Lengthen the spine. Relax those shoulders down and breathe. Bring those elbows into the side of the body. Our palms are facing in. So we're gonna get a little bit of almost cardio going, but it's a lot of core work. And we're gonna get the rotator cuffs engaged a little bit in this. So we're gonna open up our legs as we open up our hands. So we work our rotator cuffs, we come back to center. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, we open. We keep those feet open. We're going to let our hands go down towards the floor. If your hands do not reach the floor comfortably for your stretch, you bring your hands onto those quadriceps and allow that chest to melt forward to get into your stretch. So we don't want to just be hanging there and tightening through our muscles. Again, big deep inhales, big deep exhales. Just slowly walk your hands over towards your right foot. If you're up here, keep that hand on the quadricep, but allow the chest to release over the right leg. We deepen that stretch on the right side. And then we walk over towards the left, same thing, allowing that chest to go towards the left leg, deepening that stretch. Let's come back to center, breathing into our lower body and back. We roll up nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you're sitting nice and tall, we're going to heel toe those feet to center, but keep that movement going. Heel toe apart, and then come back to center. Work that range of motion in those ankle joints. Really open those toes and heels, and then bring them back in. Feel that movement. One more wherever you're at. Once those feet come back to center, bring them about shoulder distance apart. Go high onto the balls of the feet, release down. Heels up, release. Exhale, inhale. So we're working on strengthening through the feet, through the ankles, through the calves. Great for when we get into our standing portion, if you're able to do so. Helps with our balance. 3, 2. Last one, we'll walk our feet a little bit more out in front of us because now we want to focus on pulling our toes up, releasing down. So getting that strengthening and range of motion through our feet, ankles, and our shins, the front of that leg now. Don't lean back with it. We want to rock back and forth. Stay nice and tall. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Keeping those feet a little bit out in front of us. Gently releasing back into our chairs. We're going to sit up nice and tall. When we sit up, right foot's going to come up. We're going to twist to the right side if that's available. Release back, then other side. Just doing a little bit more core work before we transition. Right foot comes up as we sit up tall. We twist to that side. We exhale, inhale, release back. Other side. Exhale, left up, twist left. Inhale, back. Exhale. Inhale, release. Use breath to assist the body, not only when stretching, but when doing other movements of exertion with our body. We exhale, inhale. One more each side. And just sit up nice and tall center. Bring those feet slightly back so we're at that 90-degree angle from our quadricep knee down to that ankle. Arms cross over the chest. Keep the length in the spine. The focus is on your lower back. We inhale, our chest goes forward. Exhale, lower back leads you up nice and tall. Lower back part of the core. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to swing the body. Focus on working through the lower back. 2 more. Last one. Up nice and tall and release those hands onto the lap. Perfect time to grab water. Again, we are going to transition to standing if you choose to do so. Remember, everything I tell you is always optional as I lead you through movements, never tell you what to do. So grabbing your water, what we'll do, we'll bring those feet about shoulder distance apart. We're still scooched up to the front of that chair. Abdominals tight, lengthen the spine. We're going to start with some presses into the ground. So I want you to keep the abdominals pulled in. Chest goes slightly forward. I want you to feel pressure through the feet from the ball of the foot to the heel, pressing firmly into the ground. We feel those quadriceps engage. We feel the abdominals engage and release that. The body thinks it's getting ready to do something, right? Like lift us up. So those muscles are starting to engage. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, press nose over toes, chest goes forward, and we release that. We'll do that 1 more time. And release, either staying there or lifting the hips up out of the chair. Again, whatever is best for you right now. We press firmly down into the ground, nose over toes. Those hips come up. We gently release back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Chest forward, nose over toes, hips up. Gently release. 1 more time. Exhale. And gently release. Either staying with that or come along with me to full standing, and then we sit back down. We'll do 3 repetitions, but we'll end standing nice and tall. Chest forward, pressure, equal pressure, ball of the foot to the heel. Core tight. Get those quadriceps and gluteals to engage. Nose over toes. Those hips peel up out of that chair, and we gently release back down. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. We'll sit back down, but guess what? You get an added one because we're going to exhale, stand. We're going to stay standing if you're choosing to. We'll shake out of those legs. I'm going to go around to my chair and move my chair around a little bit. You will be utilizing your chair. If you have a countertop or wall, if you're in a stationary chair, maybe that can't be picked up and moved around, you can always use your wall or a countertop, something like that. I'll show using the back of my chair. So going to the back of the chair, bringing those feet about shoulder distance apart, slight bend in the knee joints, abdominals pulled in, lengthen the spine, shoulders relaxed and down. We go high onto the balls of the feet, release down. Heels up, release. Crown of the head up towards the sky so we're not looking down at our feet. We know where they are. Keep that slight bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Side steps are next, so holding on if you need to. You don't have to. I want you to keep good posture and form. We step out to the right. Feet come together. Step left. Feet together. Steps as wide as you feel comfortable in your space, of course, provided. Still feeling in control if you need to hold on to something. Having that, as long as you're not putting all of your weight on it and leaning into that object. Countertop, wall, chair. Two more each way. 2, 2, 1 more each way. We go back behind our chair to those feet about shoulder distance apart. Toe raises are next, just like we did when we were seated. So lifting those toes up, release down. It's a small range of motion. What I don't want is those hips going back so you get better range of motion. I want you to really focus on that strengthening. Pull those toes up, keeping that slight bend in the knee joint. We are strengthening those feet, those ankles, and those shins. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Little shake out. Now we're going to open those feet a little more than shoulder distance apart and transition our weight side to side. So we're going to bring all the weight onto our right foot, go up onto our left ball of our foot, that heel comes up, and then transition other side, right heel up. So we're feeling that transition, all of our weight's on our right, all of our weight's on our left. You can stick with just bringing that heel up off the ground if that's where you feel comfortable, holding on gently, or that entire left foot comes up, release it down, right foot comes up. Again, slow and controlled, keep those abdominals pulled in, transitioning side to side. 2 more. 1 more each way. All the weight on the right, all the weight on the left, and release. Little shake out. Bring those feet back to shoulder distance apart. Now we're rocking onto the balls of our feet. Our heels come up, and then our toes up if you're comfortable. Slow and controlled, those heels come up, release, toes up, heels up, toes up, crown of the head up towards the sky, no looking down at those feet. Don't let those hips press back. Two, 1 more of each. And now shake those legs out. Good job. We're going to put all of the focus on the right side, just like we did when we were sitting. We're going to make the right side do a bunch of things. Then we'll do the left. Nice and tall, core tight, slight bend in the knee joints, especially that standing leg, that left leg. Really focus on keeping that slight bend in that knee joint, keeping that crown of the head up towards the sky. Nice, proud, and open. Single knee raise. We lift that foot up, release it down. You can either hover over the ground or just barely tap. Get that quadricep engaged. Start to feel that standing leg holding our weight. Let's do 2 more. Last one, release it down, always shaking that standing leg out in between. Side leg raise is next, leading from the heel. So toes come slightly in, heel goes out, release. So we want to get to the glute, the outer thigh. Once those toes go up to the sky, we get right back to that quadricep, which we just worked. And trying to stay nice and tall, not leaning to the side. 3, 2, last one, good job. Shake that standing leg out, hamstring curls next. So flexing the foot, bending at the knee like you're trying to kick yourself, foot comes behind you, release down. Curl up, release. Curl, release. 3, 2, working that hamstring. Last one, good job. 1 more with this leg going behind us. Make sure you're not going to kick anything because we're going to keep our leg nice and long. Chest goes slightly forward. Nice long right leg press back. Release. So really focusing on the gluteal to lift the leg behind you. Not the hamstring when we bend at the knee. Long straight leg, gluteal, primary, secondary, that lower back. 2 more, 2. Last one. Back to center, up nice and tall, little shake out. Yes, right side still working. Taps front, side, back, then back around. So think half circle and back. We tap front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. Keep that slight bend in that standing knee joint. Side, front, side, back, side. 1 more time. Side, back, side, front. Come back together. Now we're going to act like we're walking, leading with our right, but we're going to just take 1 step and stop. So we take a step forward and we stop. So we're not on a tightrope. Think railroad tracks. We're stable when we keep those legs apart. Now we're going to transition forward and back like we did side to side. Now we're going front to back. Core pulled in tight, all the weight on the right foot, left heel comes up. All the weight on our left foot, right toes come up. So transition front to back, front to back. If we're comfortable there, we can lift the back foot up off the ground, front foot up off the ground. Holding on to something if you need with that light pressure. 2. One more of each. Back foot, front foot, then we bring both feet down. We're still staggered stance on our railroad tracks. We bring both heels up, release down. Heels up, release down. So staggered stance heel raises, working those calves and ankles a little bit differently. 3, 2, last one, release, bring feet next to each other, little shake out. Before we transition to other side, we'll go back behind our chairs if we're using our chair for our balance. Closer our feet are together, more of a balance challenge as we do our airplane. So you may need to open the feet shoulder distance apart starting there, and then they can slowly come together when you feel comfortable. Arms are out by our sides. Right fingertips go down to the right, left go up. Your gaze goes up towards your left. You come back to center. Airplane other side, left down, right up. Come back to center. Pull in through those abdominals and breathe. One more time each side. Back to center. Release those arms down. Good job. Almost there. Left side has to do the work now. Starting with our single leg march. Knee raise. Slight bend in that standing knee, that right knee joint. Keep that slight bend. Abdominals tight, nice and tall. Relax those shoulders. Knee comes up. Release. It can either hover over the ground or just barely tap those toes down. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Release it down. A little shake out of that standing leg. Side leg raise, leading from the heel, toes slightly in, heel goes out, release. So really feel the engagement through the gluteals, the hip, the outer thigh. Not leaning to the side. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Release it. Whew, shake that standing leg out. It's worked a lot, so you start to feel it a little bit faster, and that's okay. Put that slight bend in, nice and tall. Hamstring curl, bending at the knee, flex the foot. Foot comes behind you like you're trying to kick yourself. Release it. Bend and release. 3, 2, last one. Little shake out. Long leg going behind us. Make sure nothing's behind you that you'll kick and will kind of catch you off guard. Chest slightly forward. Nice long left leg. Press it back. Release down. Really focus on the gluteals. Engage to lift a nice long leg behind you. You might feel a little bit into the hamstrings because we just used those. Lower back as well because we used that. 3, 2, last one. Up nice and tall. Good job. Little shake out. Now we're going to do our front, side, back, then back around. So really make sure you have that slight bend in that standing knee joint. Tap front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front. Slow and controlled. Body stays center, trying not to wiggle the hips too much. Get that range of motion. Side, back, side, front. One more time around. Side, back, side, front. Feet go next to each other. Little shake out. Now we're going to take that step forward like we're walking with the left, and we stop. So we're on those railroad tracks in our staggered stance. Now we transition front to back. All the weight front foot, back heel up. All the weight on the back foot, front toes up. Back heel, front toes. Slight bend in both knees. We're comfortable there, we're feeling good. Back foot up, front foot up. Really pull through those abdominals and breathe. 2. Good job. 1 more. Front foot, back foot. Keep those feet in that staggered stance on those railroad tracks, high onto the balls of the feet. Release down. Heels up, release. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. 2. Last one. Good job. Bring those feet next to one another. Little shake out. Let's do some balance before we transition back into our chair and finish up. We are almost there. All of our weight's going to go onto our right foot. Equal pressure, ball of our foot to our heel. Slight bend in that knee. Lots of different levels with this. We can have keeping that left foot down, both hands on our chair. We can lift that left foot up. One hand, both hands up. Wherever you are at, I want you counting along with me so we don't hold our breath. We're counting from 1 to 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Release that. Other side. So all the weight onto that left, wherever we're at, whether we just bring the heel up, foot up, 2 hands down, 1 hand, you do what's best for you, working on our good posture and core engagement. Slight bend in that knee, 10 down to 1. I want to hear counting along with me. Don't hold the breath. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Little shake out. Remember, a little bit of movement is okay. We think about that stable trunk of a tree, but it moves and sways in the wind, but it stays strong and stable at the base. So that's what we're working on. Transitioning back into our chairs. When you're ready, remember we don't plop down. We carefully transition. So we spot our seat once we're in front of it, bending at the knees, gently releasing down. Good job. Back into our chairs. Yes, let's scooch up to the front. We're not done yet. Abdominals pulled in, lengthen the spine, relax those shoulders. Right leg lengthens out. Slight bend in the knee joint. Hinge forward at those hips, then bring that length down. Breathe into it. Every exhale gets deeper into your stretches. Every exhale releases more stress and tension out of the body. We'll roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, right foot comes up, circling from the ankle joint. So knee stays stable, it's not moving around. We're circling from the ankle, we're opening up our toes and our shoe, and we reverse it other way around. And next we'll do our figure 4 stretch if that's available. Ankle comes up and over, and we release gently forward. If that is not available due to tightness, hip issues, knee issues, etc., just cross gently at the knee, or at the ankle, and release slightly forward. Again, we're honoring our body. We're doing what feels best for it and what is best for it. And breathe. Up nice and tall, right foot goes down. Let's lengthen out through the left, slight bend in the knee joint, hinge forward from the hips. Bring that length down. And breathe. All the way down the back of the leg, through the gluteals, into the lower back. We'll roll it up 1 one vertebrae at a time. Once you're sitting tall, that left foot comes up again from the ankle joint, circling that foot around, opening those toes, and reverse other way. And then we'll take that ankle up and over for our figure 4 stretch, or crossing at the ankles, wherever is available and feels best for you on this side. Remember, both sides are not equal. This is a really tight side for me. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. A lot of times we feel the tightness in certain parts of the body and we want to hold our breath. Breathe into it. Help it to release. Tough as it is. And up nice and tall, release that left foot down next to right. Now we'll just circle those hands around. So circling through the wrists, still sitting up nice and tall, keeping the core engaged, and reverse it, go the other way around. Now, one of my favorites, I want you to take an inhale. I want you to squeeze and tighten everything in the body, just the opposite of what I've been telling you to do. And then when I say exhale, I want you to exhale and release everything out and feel the difference in your body when you're holding that stress and tension versus when you allow yourself to release it. All right? So inhale, I want you to squeeze and tighten everything in the body. And then exhale, release it all out. Which feels better? When we release, right? Let's do that 2 more times. I want you to inhale and squeeze and tighten everything. And exhale, release it all out. 1 more time. Inhale, squeeze and tighten everything. Exhale, release it. Arms by the side, little shake out, ending with our 3 deep inhales and exhales, bringing those arms up and around if that's available. Big deep inhale, length goes up. And exhale, release. 2 more. Big deep inhale, length up. And exhale. 1 more. Big deep inhale, length up overhead. Exhale. Release it all out. You did an amazing job with that posture, balance, and stretch class. I'm so proud of you. I saw a couple comments coming through with the commercials, and I apologize. We wish so much that we could control that. During a workout, of all things, there should never be a commercial. But I digress. I'm going to get my water. Stay seated. I'm going through the comments now. All right. Make sure you're drinking your water. And with a class like that, when we get into our stretches, we're releasing a lot of things from the body, a lot of toxins, as some people will say. Drink water, flush everything out. It's very important. Always. All right. So we started, even before we started, Mozzarella 121, thank you so much, a $20 donation. So appreciated. Keeps us going, keeps these going, and our content regularly each week from our workouts, our podcasts, etc. So really means a lot. So Mozzarella 121, very appreciated. Thank you. We have Suba, says from sunny and hot Florida. Looking forward to your live stream class, Meredith. Thank you, Suba, for joining in today. Elsa, good morning, Meredith, and your sweet community. I usually do the videos after, but glad I was able to join you this time from Laredo, Texas. Thank you for all the love and care you share. Much love. Thank you, Elsa. I'm so glad you were able to join in. Chris says, hello. Watching from Vermont, so happy to be able to do this today. I've been working more and more with weights and wanted to thank you for the great array of videos on your website. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Love that you're doing more and more of that strength training and weights workouts. Glad you joined this. This is a great combo to do, right? We strengthen those muscles, but then we need to relax them and release them and stretch them. So good job, Chris. Thank you. Marianne, a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Truly appreciated. It just means so much. So we really do thank you. Just for joining in means so much to us, but then to add a donation on it is really wonderful. So thank you, Marianne. Janet, hi from a sunny Birmingham, UK. Looking forward to this workout today. Thank you, Janet. We have Mary that says, good afternoon from Westford, Massachusetts. Thank you, Meredith, for all your great videos. I've informed my friends as well, so they too can enjoy your classes. Love recommendations. It's probably one of the sweetest things someone can do because that means they're enjoying it. So I really, really appreciate that, Mary, up in Massachusetts. Tina says, good evening after a sunny spring day in Bad Vilbel, Germany. Wonderful. Thank you, Tina, in Germany. Thank you for doing this workout at the end of your day. That's awesome. We have Paula says, hi, Meredith from cold Albuquerque, New Mexico. Where's spring? It's cold in there right now, huh? I did see it was snowing in a couple places, so yeah, we've got some odd weather happening right now, but thank you, Paula, for joining in. Cynthia Sunflower says, commercials in the middle of class, boo YouTube. I agree, and I apologize. We wish we could control this. Paula chimed in again and says, boo YouTube on the commercials. I was on the fence for a very long time about subscribing to premium, but once I did the trial, I kept it. It was the best decision I ever made. Yes, those commercials can be nixed by paying YouTube for the premium subscription. So that is one way to deal with them, because I know they are kind of a nuisance, especially when doing a workout. But thank you, Paula, for that advice to those who may not be subscribed to the premium. So Anna says, good workout, Meredith. I will do it later. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know how you like it later, Anna. Michelle says, great workout, thumbs up, thank you. Thanks, Michelle. Deborah says, hi, Meredith. A rainy, dreary day in upstate New York, so this was a perfect stretch class for my arthritic body. Thank you so very much for sharing your time and expertise. Well, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, a class like that on a dreary day when arthritis really flares up, humidity's probably high outside, and cold and damp and dark, and this is a perfect thing to do for the body. So great job, Deborah. Debbie says, you need Prime on YouTube, about $14 a month and no commercials. Thank you for a great workout. Thank you, Deb, excuse me. I appreciate that, that the workout was great. And then again, mentioning that it's about $14, so that's good. Tina, so amazing how effective chair workouts can be. Thank you so much for inspiring us. Thank you again. Tina, Jeannie Kemp, there's my mom, I was wondering. Thank you for the great workout. Just what I needed, sunny and very warm day in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Thank you, Mom, Jeannie, for joining in. I'm glad you liked it. I don't want to say it wrong. Hyacinth. Thank you, Meredith, for all that you do. I joined late, but we'll do the exercises later. Well, I hope you enjoy it later, and let me know how you enjoy it. All of that being said, love seeing where everyone's from. You see, we're just kind of across the globe, not even just the US, so awesome. And I had a quote prepared, but I wanted to kind of change it up today, so it's kind of just a little reminder to, in this case with our community, to lean on one another in any time, but especially in trying times of our lives. And remember, we don't have to go it alone. We always have someone there, whether it's reaching out to me, someone else in the senior fitness community, a neighbor, a friend, family member, etc. We're all going through things. We have each other to rely on. We can't forget that. And also remember, go to www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. Great way to get in touch with me. That's where you can send me an email if you ever have any comments, questions, or just want to say hi. All of our workouts, all of our podcasts. We have 7-day custom workout plans, and we have merchandise and so much more. So great way to kind of stay in the loop, sign up for the newsletter, etc. But as always, I thank you all so much for joining in. That was a wonderful time together with our posture, balance, and stretch. And until next time, take care.